In this video, we're going to explain to you why you need to pat the dog in tennis. So first of all, what is patting the dog? You've probably heard it from some coaches in your life. Patting the dog means that you're basically getting your racket in a position where your hand would be able to pat a dog that is below you. That's where the expression comes from. So we're trying to get the racket to point down. The surface area that hits the ball is supposed to face straight to the ground. Now, why is that important? If we're looking at that motion, we can see how my forearm bends back as I get into this position where my racket points down and back. So when I do that on my backswing, I basically create tension in my forearm, which will then help me to create more power on my shot. Now, what type of tension is this exactly? If we're taking a look at my arm is like this, my arm bends back, right? If I want my arm to get back to normal, right, it's pretty much a hitting motion. You see that? If my arm goes like this, from here, goes back to normal, releases the tension, it's a hitting motion. Now, when I do this with my arm, obviously I can create a certain amount of power, but that's not how we want to hit. We want to actually hit by using our upper body rotation. So if I prepare my arm the same way again, I'm getting into this patting the dog position, and now I start to rotate my upper body, it will pull my arm, the tension will get bigger, and now when the tension resolves, my arm will swing forward and up through the ball, creating topspin for me. So this patting the dog position will actually help you create a lot of topspin, because if you use the upper body rotation correctly, the arm will swing up and forward at the same time, creating topspin in the ideal contact point. Then it's just up to you to time it perfectly and get into the right position. So as you can see here, it's extremely important that patting the dog position happens on every single shot. Now, some tennis players, some pros, they obviously don't start like this. They don't move their racket straight back like this. You could do that, but you don't need to, right? Nowadays, most players have like a bigger backswing, but as soon as they start to rotate and they start to get in position, the racket gets down here at some point. It might look slightly different, but the racket for most tennis players points straight to the ground at some point during their motion. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to create as much topspin and power. So if you want to work on your forehand, make sure you use this patting the dog position on every forehand at some point or another to make sure that you create power and spin effortlessly.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.